Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. I just took this trade with the Discord right now. Today was a really choppy day. We just took one trade, and basically, starting off of it was we had our standard deviation on the hourly or on the 4 hour. I'm thinking. Let me go to electronic trading hours. Forgot where we marked it out. Oh, we marked it out from this low over here. Here, let me turn off my indicators. Right over there. So we were obviously bullish going into the week because price has been expanding for the past couple days. So our standard deviation was from this candle to this body over here, and it lined up with our drawn liquidity overall, which was our here I don't have it marked out correctly, but it lined up with our drawn liquidity, which was our weekly volume imbalance that we haven't tapped into yet, but ES tapped into it. So we had our good draw. That price was bullish, so we had that into consideration. But however, we needed a higher time frame PDR, meaning we needed a higher time frame fair value gap. So on the regular trading hours, we waited for a fair value gap to form, and we treated this hanging fruit or this low with the unfilled fair value gap as a draw on liquidity for the time being, so price could push higher. So taking that into consideration, we were looking for an entry model on the lower time frame. We had swept the highs on both assets, and we had a 50-minute order block over here, and we had a 5-minute fair value gap. The time with SMTs at the highs up over here on the 1 minute. So inside of the 5-minute fair value gap, we had a 1 minute breaker mitigation, which is our entry model. We had the SMTs at the highs. We had the displacement towards the downside. We had the close. We had the low over here that treated as a breaker, and on ES we had the SMTs at the highs, and same thing vice versa, right? So as soon as price tapped into the breaker, we had placed our entry. Our entry was a little bit later because I was a little hesitant on it. I don't know why, but I was. It was my model, human instincts. You know how it goes. So we waited for price to tap into it. I was like, okay, I'm okay with taking the trade. I wanted to see the lower half of this 1 minute fair value gap stay open, meaning price fails to go to the upper half of this fair value gap, which ended up working out. So my stop loss was somewhere like so. My entry was over here, and my stop was right over here. I was scared of this wick over, or of this candle over here, since it didn't have a wick. So usually these type of candles are a good draw on liquidity for price to push towards. But as you can see now, we are likely going to go towards it now because these are equal lunch highs up over here. So this was our stop, and our take profit was the hourly hanging fruit over here. So it was a good 2RR trade. Usually I like to go to 1 to 3RR, but we had to take everything into consideration. That price has been so choppy throughout the day. So anything today was good enough. To be honest, today was the type of day you don't even take a trade. But I felt bad. I had ended up going live. People were watching, so I was like, you know what? I will try to find a good setup. We ended up finding a decent setup. I wouldn't call this an A+ setup because it's against the market. Market is bullish, and we took a bearish trade. A A+ setup in my head is something that follows a trend, is in macro, and all the other checklists that I usually give out to you guys. That being said, we were also in macro. So we traded in 1250 macro. As soon as that macro came, we entered, and price was really choppy. It was really crucial. People watching were all poor guys. They had to sit through the pain. Usually I don't really care, but when you're watching the charts, it's like it's just annoying to look at price just move sideways, And overall, it was a pretty decent trade. Something I would fix about it is probably a better entry off of the breaker. And overall, just a choppy day, but a wedding day nonetheless. So we'll take it. And this is what day two of our of us doing trade recaps. And yeah, this was taken in the Discord. The Discord is free. It's gonna be in the bio. So if you want to join, I usually end up going live whenever I'm not live on Discord, or whenever I'm not live on TikTok. I usually just go live there. Usually we do like Q&As, so people can talk to me more directly. It's like more like a private space rather than random people coming in and talking shit and all that, But other than that, yeah, pretty decent trade. Now we expect to move higher for sure to our lunch highs over here. And other than that, there's not really much else I can get into other than our regular trading hour draw. I think I already talked about, which was this hanging fruit on both assets. I was scared of this volume imbalance at first. Like, I was hesitant towards it. I was like, okay, maybe this volume imbalance gets respected, because whenever we have a fair value gap and a volume imbalance at the same time, then usually that volume imbalance becomes a part of that fair value gap. So I was kind of hesitant, but nonetheless, we were going to hold the trade no matter what. And also we had ended up SMTing We had ended up SMTing the hanging fruit, which was our draw liquidity at the time, at around 11-12. So over here at this candle, but I was very okay with just holding it to break even or to take profit. So I didn't take that SMT into consideration because I was still bearish. So yeah, overall everything ended up working out for us. But like I said, make sure if you have any questions that I talk about on what I talk about, then join the Discord and ask me. I love helping you guys out, bro. Like I genuinely love the feeling of someone learning something because of me, you know? But yeah, that being said, thank you all for watching, and I don't really have anything else to talk about. It's a short little video, like always. But yeah, I'm gonna see you guys live tomorrow on TikTok. I'm gonna talk to someone I know, and I'm gonna see if I can start going live on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. So I have like shit going on my YouTube as well, since I don't really do much on here. And yeah, maybe in the future, I'll make some videos, I don't know, we'll see, man. We'll see what we have waiting for us. I'm not really like too worried about it right now. Right now, I just want to keep going live and make sure I provide content for you guys and make sure you guys like are learning from the shit that I'm providing. And other than that, yeah, I think that's about it. Thank y'all for watching, man. I'm gonna see y'all probably tomorrow if we end up taking a trade. Peace.